Hi everyone, this is Adrian.
And I'm Carrie.
And for this episode, we are going to talk about bottles, bottle fashion per se. So, we are going to talk about how pretty the bottles are. And for me, I have a bias that the prettier the bottle, the more expensive the fragrance. Now, that doesn't mean that the fragrance itself would be nicer, but just that fragrance that comes in an excellent package, I already have an assumption that it's going to be expensive. What do you think?
I think that sometimes that's true, but not always. There are some pretty expensive ones in pretty plain bottles and some pretty cheap ones in really nice bottles.
Oh, okay. Wow.
But I do think that the interestingness of the bottle, the mystique of the bottle definitely lends itself to marketing.
Well, not only that, I mean, if I really like the bottle and the fragrance, it comes off as an experience. It's like,
Exactly.
if I'm going to somewhere special, it's the one that would be my dumb grab. Like, okay, a very special occasion, someone's wedding, definitely the one that looks the prettiest. And of course, if it's the occasion, but most times, like, big events happen outdoors, like weddings, and sometimes indoors. Well, anyway, to me it's like you have a bottle right there that it's special, and it comes in a special package, and it's
Okay.
your precious. I'm gonna go with the presentation to me of least ornate to
Okay.
most ornate
Okay.
in my opinion, so you feel free to correct me. So I'm going to start off with Artisan Blue. Now, the bottle itself is simple, but comes off with like its own clothing,
Yes.
So, which is really neat and makes me feel like, oh, wow, it's like, I think this is like a fun fragrance. It definitely looks like in a special bottle, not the most expensive, but at least looks really nice.
Yeah, it has a very interesting presentation. And it's a nice one. Artisan Blue by John Varvatos is basil, orange, lavender, iris, sage, cedar, and patchouli. It's kind of a nice warm weather aquatic scent.
Yeah. And it's one of my favorite blue scents. Okay, and next off, we're gonna talk about something that I haven't tried. It's by Club de Nuit.
Yes.
Is okay, and right here, and not too sophisticated. I like the cap because it looks like a diamond-studded cap. Of course, they will
Or
put
like dice or something
dice.
almost.
Yeah, it looks like dice, and comes with its own like dog tag. I don't
Leash.
know. Not sure about the fragrance, but I look at it, it's like, oh, well, nicely designed.
So this one is probably one of the most famous clones of Creed Aventus.
Oh, wow.
And according to most people and according to my nose, it's probably one of the best of the clones. This one has lemon, pineapple, bergamot, jasmine, rose, musk, ambergris, patchouli, and vanilla. It comes on strong, much like Aventus. Some people think the first maybe opening 15-20 minutes or so is a little bit harsh or a little bit synthetic, but most people are putting this on and then leaving to go somewhere, so those first 15 minutes are gone by the time they get there, and this thing lasts hours and hours, and it's a real performer. And so a lot of people, think, why in the world would I want to use my $500 Aventus to go out somewhere and stuff when I can put on this for a fraction of the cost?
Oh, yeah.
It's still not cheap, but it's certainly not cheap, but it's much more affordable than Aventus, and it smells great.
Okay.
And I think the bottle with this one, this Club de Nuit has, or Armaf, which is the perfumer on this, almost all of their bottles are unusual and catch your attention. So they definitely like to kind of grab your attention by shaking things up. So,
All right.
what's your next
and
favorite?
next one, speaking of Aventus, we have Creed Royal Oud. But it doesn't matter if it's Royal Oud or Orange Spice or Neroli Sauvage, they all come in this particular bottle and with this nice cap, a little more simplistic than the other bottles I will show. But yes, when you see a bottle that looks like this, be ready your wallet.
Yeah, this is a kind of a trademark bottle of theirs. It's definitely a traditional bottle that they've kept for years and years and years, at least 50 some odd years that this bottle has been their gentleman's colognes bottle type. Same with the types of caps. The caps come in different colors with the different bottles and stuff. So they'll have a little bit of a different color play like that. But the bottles are pretty traditional, stately, gentlemanly, and sort of a timeless quality to them. But yeah, when you see this shape, get your wallet ready.
Yes. Okay, next one. So this one, I think, while it's smaller, I think it's a little more specific because Creed bottles all look alike, but I don't know about this one. This is Kiss of the Dragon in French by
Baiser du
Cartier.
Dragon.
And look at that. This one right here on the top, the cap, same with the design here at the back, right there.
Well,
so
actually, this is the front. If you
Oh, wow.
see on the front, it has in red lettering, which is really difficult to see, Kiss of the Dragon in French, Baiser du Dragon, and then this Chinese sort of a looking emblem on the back, which is kind of the same thing it has on the cap. Now, this is actually marketed for women, but I think it's kind of a nice cologne or a perfume that some guys can pull off. I definitely like it. I don't wear it all that much. As you can see, not much is gone. But it has a certain mystique to it. I'm surprised that they don't actually put some sort of a dragon on there, but I guess that's the mystique. There's the stuff that looks like there should be a Chinese dragon somewhere there, but you just don't see it. It's in the cologne, I guess.
Or in the restaurant.
That's right. This one, let's see, this one has amaretto, almond, cedar, iris, musk, rose, vetiver, patchouli, and then chocolate and caramel.
Wow.
So it's definitely a cooler weather scent, and it's very rich and intoxicating. This one, I believe, may be discontinued at this point, but you can still sometimes catch it on eBay for a sort of reasonable price. It's a really nice one.
Okay, and moving on to our next bottle. It's called Sirius. Who made this?
This is by Givenchy.
Okay, and so this is popular back in the 90s or 80s?
This is kind of a new take on the one from the 80s. Yeah, they've slightly modernized this one, but it still has the same kind of DNA and lasts and lasts. This one really...
This bottle, has this beveled frosted feature on it, and then it has like these corners on it, and look at the cap, it's also really nice. So it kind of reminds me of a potion, like a magic potion, and it smells magic too because I liked it.
Yeah, it is a very elegant bottle. They actually use this same bottle style with several of their fragrances when they've done some rebottling in the last 10 years. This one smells of clary sage, basil, exotic woods. They don't tell you which ones exactly, and amber. The original notes for Sirius when it came out in the 80s, there were probably 30 some notes in it. I honestly could never smell most of those as individual notes. It came together as sort of a spicy, floral, herbal sort of a smell, and that's what this one pulls off, and they list a lot less notes in it now.
Okay, so next one we got here, I like it for its simplicity, and also it's the unique cap it's got, kind of has a little thing that you could I don't know, hang? Do you
No,
hang
no.
this?
It's just to protect it, I guess, since when it's sitting on the thing, you can put that
Oh,
up to
you can
keep
put
the
it.
thing from being pushed down.
Oh, okay, so fancy. Look at that.
Yeah,
And look at the bar itself, you know, it's a kind of like
beveled.
yeah, um, got facets on it. So a declaration by Cartier. So tell us more about it.
So this is the perfume edition of Declaration. This one has orange, spice, cardamom, cumin, and leather, cedar, benzoin, vetiver, and amber. Definitely a cooler weather fragrance and an elegant gentleman's fragrance. Orange spice is the main takeaway from this. It smells really great in cool weather.
I like it for its cap. The cap really, when I spray on me, it's like for some reason it's much better than the other caps. It's much more sturdier, you know, and looks like a helmet. So, okay, next we got Arrows Flame by Versace. So, okay, I know these bottles are mass produced, but just the bottle itself, look at the, is that a lion?
It's the Versace emblem, the Medusa head.
Oh, the Medusa looks like something not clear from here.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Medusa head, and then you got these patterns right here in the front and also in the back, and the cap is nice and gold and stuff like that. So I'm thinking like this, when it comes in this package, it should smell great.
This one is actually a really great one. You're probably familiar with the one that looks like this that's in the blue bottle, Versace Argos. This is a different take on it. I'm not sure that they really share a whole lot except the bottle, you know, the similarity between the bottles. But this one has orange, black pepper, lemon, rosemary, vanilla, cedar, sandalwood, and patchouli. This is a nice cooler weather fragrance, but it also can be used in some warmer weather settings too. It's not overpowering or overly spicy. Definitely a very nice evolution maybe on the Eros DNA that was kind of more of a young clubbing scent.
Okay, so next is this one. It's by Azaro. What do you call it?
Wanted by Night.
Wanted by Night, and you'll be wanted because look at this. Looks like a chamber of a gun, and it's loaded. And if you spray it on you, you'll be wanted by the cops. So tell us more about it.
So yeah, Azaro came out with the Wanted line, and they came up with this kind of characteristic gun chamber sort of a design for the bottle. There's several flankers. This one is Wanted by Night, so it is a kind of an evening take on the original Wanted scent. This one has cinnamon, orange, lavender, lemon, fruity notes, cumin, tobacco, leather, cedar, and patchouli. So it has a lot of like warm, spicy, kind of sensual notes to it. It's very definitely kind of a romantic date night type of a fragrance. You could wear it in other settings too. I mean, it's not necessarily just a kind of a sexy, sensual scent
But
and
if
stuff.
you want to impress your boo,
Yeah,
so
exactly. And it does have a rather intriguing bottle.
yeah, okay. Next one, you'll have to pronounce it to me, including the person who made it or designed it. Okay,
This
what
is Al Haramain
okay,
La Aventure.
okay, and look at this. Just look at this. Okay, simple cap, but elegant. Now it's got like silver and the design, but it's got this like little peekaboo here. You could, you know, like a little window.
Kind of like a modern architecture apartment or something, and somebody's going to stare out the window at you or something, right?
Or a board cube, like
Could be a
flying
board
right
cube.
there, like a spaceship or something.
Exactly.
It's I if I spray this on me, I better be like feeling like I'm going to space because going to space is very expensive.
So this happens to be another Aventus clone.
Oh.
And yet the notes are a little different than the other one, the Club de Nuit that I mentioned. It's a smaller breakdown of notes. It's lemon, bergamot, elemi, woody notes, jasmine, musk, patchouli, and amber. This one is probably a little bit of a tamer sort of an approach, where Club de Nuit in the black bottle is really sort of loud and announces your presence. This one is more of a refined sort of version on it, not maybe as not as loud, maybe not quite as like woody smelling as the Club de Nuit. Very definitely an interesting bottle. My experience with having used this one is it's a little hard to aim because the bottle is square and it doesn't, it's hard to get it aimed where you want it to. So form over function, I suppose, is the...
But you know, fashion is pain.
That's right.
Beauty is pain.
Okay, and last and certainly not least...
Certainly not the least, this one we featured before, and you're gonna have to pronounce it.
This one is by Argos. It's called Triumph of Bacchus.
Oh, wow. Okay, so just look at the very ornate, like you're looking at some classic art design or something, you know?
Yeah.
And look at that, it's got the Eye of Horus. Is that correct?
Yep. Eye of Horus for the Argos line.
And you wish it was diamond here, that little stud right there, but really pretty. And I'm like, this one, I will only wear this in very special occasions, just how it looks. I probably like put something else in there, it doesn't matter, but just the bottle itself is really pretty.
Yeah, this is a kind of bottle that even after every last drop of it is gone, you still don't want to throw the bottle away.
Nope.
There are some bottles that they are just so beautiful, the bottles themselves and stuff, that you want to keep them forever. And you do find a few things like that on eBay, some classic bottles that you know, the fragrance has long been used up and stuff, but people sell the bottles and stuff because they're artistic and they don't make them anymore.
Yeah, and it's like if you have a glass case and you want to show off, like, you know, like fine china and stuff, like definitely something like this you can put, if the whole thing is empty, just pour some colored liquid in it.
There are ways of refilling a bottle. I won't go into them because those are ways that sometimes people actually take out the real stuff and put in fake stuff. So I won't go into how that would be done. But if you have a bottle that you are really in love with and it's empty and you want to fill it with some kind of colored liquid just to keep it as a decoration piece, you can find on YouTube some things about that. So I'll let people look that up on their own. This one, though, this one is a very, very nice fragrance. It comes with notes of rum, white peach, green apple, tobacco, vanilla, sandalwood, amber, and musk. It's a fruity, boozy, tobacco-y scent with nice gourmand hints to it and stuff, that it just really, really feels rich and very pleasing.
And you think you'd wear it on special occasions?
This one has been, as you can see, had it for a couple years and it's barely used. Not because I don't like it, but because I just feel like it's for special.
Yes, for special occasions, for those precious moments.
Yeah, so...
Anyway, I hope you enjoyed our video. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if there's a particular fragrance you want us to talk about, leave a comment. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.